It's 7:47 p.m. on an ordinary Tuesday. You're on the couch, watching TV. The dinner plate is still on the table. Suddenly, your left arm doesn't respond. You look at it. You tell it to move. Nothing. You try to speak to your wife. Honey. The words come out broken, as if your mouth no longer belongs to you. She looks at you, and you see the fear in her eyes. Because she knows. And so do you. At this very moment, while you're confused, terrified, trying to understand what's happening, an artery inside your brain is blocked. And every minute, 1.9 million neurons die. Irreversibly. Time is running out. And if nothing is done, in just a few hours, you won't be yourself anymore. Hello. My name is Desa, and I'm a cardiologist. If you felt a tightness in your chest as I described that scene, it's because you know this isn't fiction. This scene happens thousands of times every single day, and almost always ends badly. A stroke is the second leading cause of death worldwide, and the number one cause of disability. Do you know exactly what to do in those moments? Today, I'm going to show you something very few people know. We can stop a stroke while it's happening. And the first step to accessing these life-saving techniques starts with you. But before we begin, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. Because this knowledge could literally save a loved one's life. And tell me, have you or a family member ever suffered a stroke? Where in the United States or the world are you from? Let me know in the comments. Let's get started. First, I'll show you why 9 out of 10 people lose their brains. Because no one has ever properly explained what happens inside the head. The two types of stroke. There are two types of stroke you must remember right now. Keycap 1 ischemic stroke, 85% of all cases. It's a blockage. A blood clot travels through the bloodstream and gets stuck in an artery, like a cork in a bottle. That part of the brain is cut off from blood and oxygen, and it dies within minutes. Keycap 2 hemorrhagic stroke, 15% of cases, but far deadlier. It's a rupture. An artery bursts inside the brain, often due to an aneurysm. The blood becomes poison. The pressure crushes the brain like a tomato inside a plastic bag. Did you know that 1 in every 50 Brazilians has a hidden brain aneurysm right now? Most only find out when it bursts. Tragic. But whether it's ischemic or hemorrhagic, time is everything. Your brain uses 20% of all the oxygen in your body. When blood flow stops, neurons have oxygen for only 4 minutes. That's why neurologists at hospitals like Einstein, Libanes, and Mayo Clinic repeat, time is brain. The life-saving test. SAMU/Be Fast. Now I'm going to show you the test that has saved, and continues to save, thousands of lives. But first, pause this video and type below, SAMU. Because those who write it, will never freeze in a moment of panic. And share this video in your family group chat. Because when a stroke happens, you'll know what to do. Now you'll see SAMU in a whole new way. Even if you don't like the SAMU. Smile. Smile for me. If half the face is frozen while the other smiles, it could be a stroke. The mouth looks like a sideways C. A hug. Raise both arms. If one arm falls like dead weight, it could be a stroke. Or maybe they can't lift it at all. Like it no longer belongs to them. Music. Sing a simple song or say, the cat bit the glove. If it comes out like, tha bit, slow word slurred, heavy tongue, it's a stroke. You urgent. Call 192. One sign equals call now. It's not fatigue. It's not stress. It's neurons dying. Warning bonus sign, the secret signal. In Brazil we use SAMU. In the rest of the world, the protocol is Be Fast. And the B and D double your chances of detecting it. Be balance. The person suddenly loses balance. They stagger as if drunk, without drinking. This sign appears in 60% of strokes, but few recognize it. Eyes. Sudden double vision. Or half of their vision disappears. As if a black curtain covers one eye. If you live in Brazil, call 192 SAMU, emergency service. United States, 911. Europe, 112. Anywhere in the world, run to the nearest hospital. Because what happens after that call can mean the difference between life and death. Between walking home, or never coming home again. Race against time. Thrombolysis. Now we get to the two techniques that will change everything you know about ischemic stroke, which, as I said, is the most common type. The race against time. Thrombolysis, the chemical unblocker. Let me tell you what happened to my neighbor. Mr. Carlos, 57, a businessman, was watching the 9 p.m. news. His wife was in the kitchen washing dishes. She hears a strange noise. A thud. She runs back to the living room. Her husband Carlos is on the couch, but something's wrong. The remote is on the floor. He's looking at his right hand with a confused, almost childlike expression. "Honey, are you okay?" He tries to answer. "ZZZ." The voice is slurred, broken. His mouth is twisted. She freezes for 2 seconds. She had seen one of my videos on YouTube, a video about stroke. SAMU. She asks him to smile, raises his arms, makes him repeat a phrase, and calls emergency immediately. Her hands shaking, she calls for an ICU ambulance. It arrives fast. The ICU team contacts the nearby cardiology hospital. When the ambulance arrives, the neurology team is already waiting at the door. No delays, no paperwork. Her husband, Carlos, goes straight to a CT scan. The neurologist looks at the images, no bleeding. That means ischemic stroke. A blockage. A clot. Patient eligible for thrombolysis. Window 35 minutes since symptom onset. Thrombolysis. The drug is called alteplase RTPA. Think of it as a biological plumber, like the liquid you pour into a clogged sink. But this one travels through your bloodstream. It's injected into the patient's vein. It flows through the blood, finds the clot, and starts to dissolve it, breaking down the proteins that hold it together. But here's the crucial part. This medication only works if given within 4.5 hours of the first symptoms. Why? Because after that, the clot usually hardens, and the risk of brain hemorrhage becomes higher than the benefit. It's a window, and it closes fast. The drug begins to flow into Mr. Carlos's vein. 10% of the dose is given as a rapid bolus, 1 minute, plus 90% as a continuous infusion, 60 minutes. Everyone watches. 10 minutes. 20 minutes. Mr. Carlos is lying there, scared, confused. His wife holds his left hand, the one still working. 30 minutes. And then, he squeezes her hand back. With his right hand. The doctor sees it. "Mr. Carlos, raise your right arm for me." He raises it. Slowly. Shaking. But he raises it. "Say your full name." He says it perfectly. His wife bursts into tears. The doctor smiles. The plumber worked. Today my neighbor exercises every single day. These incredible, revolutionary techniques that sound like science fiction. They all begin in your living room. If you found this story powerful, don't stop here. In the next video, I'll reveal how to protect your brain and arteries from ever reaching that critical point. The daily habits and foods that silently prevent a stroke. Click here to watch it now. It could save your life or someone you love.